Hello, good morning. My name is Merel and I'm the kinesiologist on the move. Really on the move again. That's why you didn't get my video yesterday, because I had a more than 8-hour drive and waiting for a boat now. And this one is about light. It's the last one of 7, and you know this series is called Raising Your Vibe. And I've given you many advices and many tips and many exercises to raise your vibe. And if you just follow the series, you'll see you'll feel completely different than you did the week before. And you may repeat the week as often as you like, because I, for example, work on myself every day. Feeling good, feeling good and healthy is work in progress, and it's actually nice because it's very rewarding. It's so good to feel good. So it's about light. I'm going to give you many little tips, and we're going to do one balance together. It's more like a meditation. It's not really kinesiology. It's more like a visualization, which you can repeat every day. If you look on the consciousness level scale from 0 to 1000, 700 and up is being enlightened. And being enlightened is not maybe your goal in this life, and it doesn't have to be. There's no need to be. But focusing on light instead of darkness, so darkness is fear and anxiety and anger and feeling split off and feeling not loved and thinking this life is a very difficult life. You can also focus on light and love and good things, and you'll see that as you focus more on those things, you'll start attracting more of that, because there's a law, and that's called law of attraction. And you may remember that whatever you focus on will become more. So if you want to watch the news and read the newspapers and hear terrible things about illnesses and riots and many other things, that's what we get more of when you focus on loving things, small pets being born, nature. You focus on love and light and nature and beautiful stuff and connection and friendships. So you may choose. It's up to you. You remember the first one is called choose. So you may choose to have light in your life. Things that help are, for example, buying a kilo of lemons and putting them in a nice bowl on your table. A lemon, when you drink it or eat it, is antiseptical, so it's against viruses and bacteria and fungi and parasites. But if you put it in a bowl in your room, it is against negative energy in your room. So you can light every room with a bowl of lemons. And what you can do as well, if you feel that your house doesn't feel really safe, that negative energy is coming maybe from the neighbors or from the neighborhood, you can get some salt and make a line along every wall on the inside, and the salt will filter out the negative and it will keep it out. And I would recommend going around dusting, stofzuigen, I don't know the word in vacuum cleaning in English, and taking the salt away and put a new layer. This way you can keep your space. If you only have a room or maybe just a bedroom, do it there. It helps. And when you feel you attract negative situations and negative people, you might want to think, where am I judgmental? Where have I negative thoughts? Because if your interior is negative, you'll find negativity on the outside. So check your thoughts. When you feel or hear yourself have not an expression, when you oordelen, when you have a judgment over yourself, for example, you say 5 times, delete, 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 delete. And then you say 5 beautiful things about yourself. And when you're in an angry place, it's hard to find 5 nice sentences. So I want you to write them down when I've done with this video, when I'm done. You may think of sentences like, I'm funny, I'm smart, I'm beautiful, I'm witty, I'm loving, I'm kind, I'm helpful, I'm creative, maybe many things. Sometimes you have been talking to yourself in such a nasty way that you might want to ask others if they have one nice thing to say about you. You don't want to hear the rest, you just want the nice thing. So you can ask or WhatsApp your friends and say, if you were to say one nice thing about me, what would it be? So, one nice thing. When you hear yourself say negative things to yourself in your head or out loud, you say delete, 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 delete. Well, actually it's 3 times delete and 5 times something nice. And then you say the loving things. You'll see your vibe will go up immediately. When you feel that anger is coming to you, I just parked here and there's a new guard here on the parking lot. The one of yesterday was very kind and said, oh, just park here, you can sleep here, it's not a problem. And I went for a walk along the beach and the wood, and I drove back like I did yesterday. And a very angry man came out and he said, how can you do this? Are you crazy? It takes me some minutes to get it off my back, because that's where I usually feel it. I feel it on my back. What I do then is I shake it off, and when my back feels open, I stitch it, and I leave a little hole on the lower part where my tailbone is. And then I press real hard and I push all negative energy out, so it comes out like oil dripping. So it's black, it's in a bubble and it comes out. And then I'll pour in some light or lemon or salt. It's all, of course, in my imagination. And then it cleanses my back and all black stuff comes out. And when it's all out, I do the last stitch. So, and then I'm clean again. So this helps for me. What I'll be doing for us now, I'll be doing a balance and a small meditation. And that will be it. I'll be closing this series of 7. Please share with people you know that will appreciate this, that are open to this. If people are still very much in on the other side, in the anger and the fear side, I don't think they'll understand this. So, but there is a whole group wondering if this is all really going in the direction where we want it to go. And there's a group, of course, that is working on itself and opening up for spirituality and opening up to your true self. That's, by the way, I think, I was checking when is my light the highest. And that's when I'm channeling with my soul. So I've found this way of talking to my soul. I can now do it without muscle testing, but I couldn't at first. I didn't trust my own emotions for when I was little. And I had, of course, many emotions. I was a very sensitive child. When I said something, I was wrong. Or I wasn't wrong, of course, but I was told that I was wrong. So after a long time, you stop believing in your own emotions, or at least that's what I did. And the muscle test helped me discover what is true. How can I be authentic? So this took some time. And now when I'm doing muscle testing for my clients, for example, I feel the answer before I test, which is nice. And when I talk to my soul, driving 8 hours is perfect for me, because then I'm in like meditation all the time. I'm in trance and I'm just posing all these questions and I get all these answers. So it's beautiful. For me, it's wonderful. one of the best ways. And I figured out that I, as a human, are most enlightened, or I have the biggest light in me when I'm truly, truly connected to my soul. And I pick up all these signs. I see all these numbers. I love the figure 8. 8 is, for me, connecting heaven and earth. For the Chinese, it's prosperity, bringing lots and lots of money and good stuff to you. And I can make the number 8 of almost any number plate. So I'm very good at calculating in my head and making things into 8s. So adding a little or taking some off, and it's really cool. And I'm not really looking at the number plates, but the plates that have a 2 or a 4 or 8 passing by are so many. So I have to laugh all the time. And then I look at my display, and it has a time or temperature or the amount of kilometers with an 8 in it or more. Or it's really funny. So this means for me I'm in alignment. You can start talking to your soul as well. You are just a tiny, tiny part human and huge part energetic intelligence. And it knows best what is best for you. So if you start listening, and then you may say, yes, but I want my free will, and as a human I may choose. Of course you may. Not a problem. You may. But you can really ask yourself if you then have the best life you can have. And I'm choosing another path. I'm listening, and since I do, many, many good things are coming to me. So I just want to inspire you, and it's up to you, and you choose. So feel free to choose. That's where your freedom is. When I woke up this morning, my bus, I can make it completely dark, which was very nice when I was in above the polar circle, because it was completely light then every day, all day, every night. And so it's hard to feel what time it is, because I'm not guided by the light. So I put my alarm clock, and I was awake a little before the clock, and I thought, how can I give you a good idea on how to raise your light? And a nice way is when it's still a bit dark in your room, but you have the shutters a little bit open, so this small ray of very strong light from outside is coming in, a little bit like the window here. You can breathe it into all the cells in your body, so you can actually look into the light. This is of course not as dangerous as looking into the sun. You wouldn't want to do that because you damage your eyes, but you can look towards the sun and focus a little bit next to it, and you just breathe in light and you breathe out darkness. So for example, I'm looking at the sun now, and then I do something that looks like this. And what I do is that I let the light circulate my whole body. So it's going through my head, through my chest, through my belly, through my arms and hands, and my legs and my feet, and the backside of my body, and through my aura. And I'm blowing all the black stuff out until my breath out is just as light as my breath in, and then I'm clean. So it's a very nice exercise to do, and it's very nice to give yourself a point, a number before you start doing it and afterwards. And you'll see you can reset yourself within 1 minute. So you can get real good at this. There are actually people that live on light. They don't eat, they don't drink. They're called breatharians. I'm thinking of the name. She'll pop up in some time. One of my teachers, Roy Martina, he lives on light. He has been working with this lady, and he can do it easily. Of course, you mustn't just start doing this. You have to prepare yourself a lot and raise your light, and you have to do a lot of work to be there, but it's possible. People can do that, and they don't miss anything. They don't miss vitamins or minerals, or they're completely fine. There are even some moms that gave birth to children not having eaten, and the children are fine. They're just fine. So love and light is very nice to feed yourself on. What we're going to do now is that exercise. I'm first going to test for the group. I'm including me in the group. I'm testing through me. You call that surrogate testing in kinesiology. So I'm first going to do some tests so I can trust the tests. So this is kinesiology. When you do touch for health, you know how to do this. Yes, no, yes. All fine. Water? Need to drink some water. You take some water too. Just drinking water is a very nice way to clean your body as well. Your light will go up as well. So water is fine now. I can test better. So if we look on a scale from 0 to 100, the whole group watching and attached to us is on 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay, and we'd like to go up in the direction of 100. What we're going to do now is we're going to put ourselves in a big balloon. I love that word, balloon. By the way, have you seen my new pet? Isn't this lovely? This helps me feel lighter as well. It's Windstopper Unicorn. Isn't it the best? There, I have a door that lets a lot of cold air through. So I was looking for windstoppers, and then you find one with a unicorn. It's amazing. We are going to put ourselves in a balloon. Make sure that you're completely in it. So all your limbs in, your head is in, your feet are in, your behind is in. You may do this lying down, but you may do this sitting up as well. Stay seated now and do it lying another time. And just close your eyes and wiggle a bit and feel that the balloon is big enough. So it's not touching your body. It's all around you, but not touching you. And now just have a small peek and see for yourself if you can see if it has a color. The color is just to give you an idea where you are at the moment. So the color I see is kind of grayish. Grayish. Okay. Cool. Now you're going to make a little basket of your hands in front of you. And inside this basket there will be a new balloon. So this little balloon is inside the big balloon. And you start breathing in through your nose. Beautiful, light and loving energy. It's beautiful because the sun is becoming stronger now and you can see it. And we're breathing out all the darkness that we have in our bodies and in our energetical system. And we're breathing it into the balloon in our hands. And you continue doing this until you add no more darkness to the little balloon. So you breathe in, light, and you breathe out, darkness. And you go on until there's no darkness to be breathed in. Breathe into the little balloon. You go ahead. You might have to lower your arms a bit, your hands a bit, because it doesn't fit in your other balloon otherwise. And when you feel you've cleansed every corner of your body and of the interior and the exterior and your aura and your radiance and your chakras, and all dirt is in the small balloon, you now take the balloon in one hand and bring it outside your own balloon. And you let it burst and you let all the energy go back to its owners. or to the planet where it comes from. And let it be transformed to love, but that's not really your concern. You just give it back. Okay. Now you shake your hand so it's clean. Okay. And now you turn your hand up again, still outside. And you make a little balloon again. And you're going to pull back all the energy that you have standing out in the world, that you have left with other people, other places. And you want it filtered so it comes back to you clean. So you start breathing again in and filling that balloon very well. And asking back all your energy, and you want it back clean. Very well. And if you're very much a giver, you want some time to take all the energy back. And before you pull that hand in, you just check the color of the balloon you're in. Mine is nice and white. It's like mother of pearl. It has all the beautiful colors of the rainbow in it. Okay. Now we're going to pull the hand in. Now my color changes because the little one is not so little anymore. I had so much energy standing out. And it mixes now with the color I had, and it has become stronger. It's more like all the colors of the rainbow. So this makes me happy. I feel kind of nice. What you can do, this balloon, you can make it around you every day. And when you're with people you love a lot and you don't feel threatened or you don't feel negative energy from them, you can make the balloon very tight, like a cat suit. So it's like, or a diving suit. It can be very tight around your body. And when you're in a situation you don't trust, or you don't trust the people or whatever, you make your balloon big and you take your space and you blow it up and you pump some of your color in. And of course a balloon is always flexible, so when somebody hits it, it just hits back and you stay safe. So this is a nice way to keep your light up and shiny and radiant and just be happy, because Tibetan monks on a mountain just meditating all day, they are enlightened. Good stuff. We guys have to participate in life. Well, we don't. You can create the life of a monk. I'm almost doing that. I almost live the life of a monk because I am often alone, or I'm with the nicest people, and I'm very often in nature, and I meditate a lot and I speak a lot to my higher self, and working on my partner calls it that, my BV, which is my company, Merel on the mountain. Oh, so cool. Share your love and light. Share this video. What I've noticed is I've been posting it on Instagram and Facebook and LinkedIn, and it's hardly being looked at. So I think it doesn't reach many people. So if you start promoting it, it will help. And I'll be posting it again for a week, but with the videos straight from my camera, because I think that YouTube films are not being promoted very well. So we're going just to do the series again. It's the same series, you know them, but it doesn't matter. Let's see if we can reach many people, making them more happy, more clean, making good decisions for themselves. You are the creator of your life, so choose to make it a nice one, I would say. Wishing you love from here, and leave comments in the box below if you like, and we'll see each other. Bye.